Yeah, 7-3, John. Yeah, we struggled, didn't we, last week? I don't think it's worth trying the way things are at the moment. Hopefully, conditions will change later in the year. 73, John, and I'd say hopefully speak to you on Tuesday.
Ja, men hvad er det, du er ved at lave der? Jeg skal bruge noget jord til noget trådrelakering. Der er bare sådan en stikkontakt op. Sur insignifiant, j'aurais dû la recevoir. Alors je comprends pas pourquoi ça me fait ça et puis ça continue à mouliner. Donc je crois que ça mouline plus.
Also das für das TV3 boat.
Yeah, okay, yeah, just worrying about that. I know John's thoughts on CW, but I think he's going to pick it up again, he said, told me. I think he told me that anyway. Yeah, cheers, bro. Cheerio. Bra med det också. Und die kann ich am Eingang nicht kaputt machen. Die kann ich übersteuern bis zum geht nicht mehr. Und dann gibt es zwar Splitter und... Comment? C'est électronique, c'est 80 mètres. J'ai cherché partout, j'ai jamais retrouvé, bien sûr. Alors, bon, j'ai cherché vite à des Scooter. Hat mich gefreut, doch das ist nicht. Koselig, men for oss som er vant til å bare tusle i beina på hverandre, så blir det faktisk ganske hektisk her, det gjør det. Så, men veldig, veldig morsomt da. Så da. Ik heb de eerste 3 maanden niks anders gedaan hier dan te repareren, hè. Dus alles wat oorraken, dat was kapot. De laatste wat er kapot ging, dat was meelineerd. En ja.
In die Luft gespannt, die Radios. Ja, über Grund. Funktioniert ganz gut sein, gar kein Problem. Arbeitsbedingungen hier, nichts Besonderes im Foxfang gut.
Yeah, the 19 set on the VMARS newsletter. I did see that, and yeah, I counted about 9 of them. I mean, I think I might have missed one or two, probably weren't in the photo, but I made it about 19 sets. So if I can't remember the chap's name who owns them, but if he's listening, if you want to get rid of one, get in touch. I'll leave it at that. But anyway, all okay on that. Right. Yeah, Mervyn. Regarding electric radio, yes, I did. I read that article, and yeah, it's quite interesting. Certainly, his circuit is. I mean, the basic design is sort of fairly standard, but he's got a lot more finer details there, which I did notice. So you know, might be worthwhile using that circuit diagram for the working stateside on CW, but I haven't really. But anyway, once the new shack's built, I might get a. I'm thinking of putting a doublet up between the tower and the 12-meter mark, which I think would work quite well. And again, work 40. Well, I've got the beam for 20 meters, so it's not too bad. All okay about the Hammerland there, Mervyn, and your comments there. I'm just having some text messages from Ian. I think he's on Hat Green. He's working at Liverpool apparently. So very good afternoon to you, Ian. G6TBJ. But I think he wants to get on the radio, but he can't. But he's listening on Hat Green. But coming back to the Hammerland, Mr. Colson's lab. I think he's a Canadian chap, but he does a lot of electronic stuff and a lot of restoration on Hammerland receivers. He seems to like Hammerland receivers. Very good YouTube channel, so if you get a chance, take a look at that. The channel is called Mr. Colson's Lab, and I think he restores, there's a number of Hammerlands that he restores, but he actually takes the time. He goes into quite a lot of detail, and it's very informative. I know you quite like your receivers, Mervyn, so it might be worth taking a look at. What else? Yep, Martin, all okay about your comment about interference. I'm quite lucky at the moment. The background noise, because I'm living in a semi-rural area, we don't really sort of have too much interference. But I know Mervyn will know what I'm talking about. But they're planning to put up some more wind turbines not too far away from us. There's a hill called Longwire. My Welsh isn't very good. Mervyn will be able to correct me on that. But basically, it's a hill between here and Pontedarwy, so it's sort of going in Mervyn's direction. But they've already got some wind turbines up there, and I think they're planning to put. They recently got planning permission after much protest, and they're planning to put about another 16 or 19 wind turbines. And I think I remember reading in, I think it was the RSGB newsletter, about wind turbines causing noise. So I don't know how these, how they'll affect us. They'll probably be about maybe a couple of kilometres away. There's already some wind turbines up on this hill already, and I must admit those don't seem to cause a problem. But I've heard that apparently, if you want to work VHF, the blades can apparently scatter the signal. So I don't think there should be too much of a problem on HF. But the only problem is obviously the noise from the generators. But I presume they will. They should be properly shielded. But you never know. With these wind turbines, I don't know much about them really, but it's a possibility that they could cause interference. But fingers crossed they won't. Anyway, I'll pass it on round to you there, Mervyn. GW8 TBG in the group from Golf Whiskey Zero Foxtrot Zulu Yankee.
GW8 TBG to the group 5. Excellent signals from you both, and Martin, your 19th set is really making a big impression on my receiver here. So very good. And everything noted there with, yes, we've spoken on many QSOs about the restoration of the 19 sets and so on, and I know you go into them in great depth, and thanks for helping me out in the past with components as well. So it was thanks to you that my 19 set is working now with that little transformer. So I'm very pleased with the way it's working. I've been on this morning, had a contact with Ken up at the Yorkshire Air Museum on it. And I fully appreciate the situation there, Martin, with the noise problem. I know you use the internet receivers there for receiving. But hopefully things may change. I see in Rodcom that the lines, if that's the sort of problem that you're enthusiastic about things, but there we go, we won't go there. And the AR88, yes, well, I was going to mention to you, I know a very nice AR88 now, so somebody wants to move one on. I haven't had the newsletter. I get it via snail mail, so I'm not logged in with my email address to Vima's at all. So I've not seen that, but I look forward to seeing that picture of all those 19 sets. Yes, they were I've got some advertisements in early magazines here with them, in mint condition. Well, they were in boxes, in the crates. In recent years, the only one I know who's acquired one like that is Ron M0WSN, and he had his, I think, from Canada, and his 19 set is as new and complete, and I think it came with the high power amplifier as well, and of course you've probably more often heard Ron on the air with it. So yes, it'd be nice to get one like that, but I must say I'm quite happy with the one that I've got. It's got a few battle scars on it, but anyway, it seems to be doing all I wanted to do now. And like you, I'm going through the IC amplifier with it. Okay, Justin, on everything from you, and yes, I made a note of that. I quite often look on YouTube. I've been looking at one or two receivers, demonstrations of them. In fact, I was looking at one earlier. I've got a BC348 here, and I was looking at some information on there on YouTube, and but I looked that one up about the Hamelin. As you know, I've got a Hamelin receiver here. Unfortunately, not had any problems with it, but I don't know. I don't seem to use it that often. I should use it a lot more. It's all switched in, and all I have to do is just switch it on and divert the aerial system into it. But it's just a little bit high. It's above the RC390. I tend to use that most of the time. Okay, well, yes, the wind turbines. I've heard different things about the wind turbines. I know some people have experienced problems with noise and so on. And then I hear of other people say they've not had any problems at all. And of course there've been some, they've already put some up at Money-the-Guire a few years ago, but I don't think they're down near you, Justin. But I noticed I was down in Pontedower when was it? A couple of weeks ago. I'm down there quite often, but a couple of weeks ago the police had closed the roads there because they were bringing up the components for these wind turbines, bringing them through the centre there. So they were massive construction. So whether they're going for the site that you mentioned, I certainly hope you don't get problems there, Justin. Perhaps it'll all be fine. There's plans to put them up just to the east of me up on Mynydd Marchawel. They wanted 7 up there, but I think it's gone down to 5 now, but there's an ongoing protest about it. Anyway, we see what happens. Certainly hope there's no problems with noise. Okay, yes, fine on, yes, that circuit in electric radio. Yes, I like to see the different circuits, and they're food for thought when you think of building something or modifying something and looking at other people's ideas. But I quite enjoy reading that magazine. There's always something interesting in it each month. I did smile. Well, I laughed actually on the chap who did the restoration of that RME receiver, 69 receiver, and it was produced, and they didn't put any labels on the control knobs on the front. The philosophy of the makers of the time, it was built around about 1948 by RME, and their philosophy was that they didn't need to put labels on them. Anybody who owned their receivers wouldn't need labels on them. They would know what to do or what they were for. And there was no alignment instructions on them either, Martin. And the writer of that article, the author of it, actually met one of the founder members of the RME company, and speaking to him in a ham fest over there. had a chat to him about it, and he confirmed that about the control knobs and marking them, and they didn't supply alignment details on them. And their philosophy was their receivers didn't need alignment, and if they did, whoever was going to do it wouldn't need any instructions anyway. He'd know exactly what to do. So there we go. Right, Martin, it's back to you. Hopefully the signal's holding up. MCXPZ with GW0FZY, GW8TBG.
Yes, okay, Morgan. Copy, no problem at all. Although I do notice the continental QRM is going up, so I'll keep this over quite short, just in case you are struggling with me, but just answer one or two bits and pieces. Okay, just in on the guy, the January newsletter, about 9,000 I was impressed with the fantastic condition, and likewise, if the guy's listening and wants, is looking at easy sun, then both Jeff and myself are interested in that. And Martin, didn't realise that you actually got the newsletter via mail there. I don't know how good a quality it is, Mervyn, but if ever you real interest to you or anybody tuning in, then I'm more than happy to print off a high quality copy and post it onto you, Mervyn. As I get mine via email, so don't know what it's like when it's posted out to you. And okay on MW0WSN, Canada. Well, I've done the conversation to death with Mervyn, but I managed to acquire an almost brand new one on eBay from the States, and the export was blocked in Turkey. But that was it, absolutely no chance. Tried everything with eBay and the customs, but I got the job and didn't get that. And okay on wind turbines. Thankfully I've got any wind turbines